Guys have underestimated me my entire life. And for years, I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day, I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental."
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you earned here tonight.
Beyond the Bench with Brad Payne and Matt Briggins right here on 102.7 The Game.
Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
It's Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with the two stars of the show, Brad Payne to my left. We got Matt Briggins to my right. We got the Foreman Watson Hotry Cup here for boys. And for those out there that don't know, this goes to each school year to the school with the best overall boys athletic program and the best overall girls athletic program. It's been dominated by your destination school, Davis County, the last couple of years. And they're off to a good start this year with the softball or with a soccer regional title.
Yep.
Volleyball did not go their way, but they're one of the favorites in basketball, another good run, and one of the favorites in softball, another good run.
So they do it like by points, right?
We do. So like
you don't just have to win it.
Yeah, like the way it works is like a regional championship gets you 50 points, a regional runner-up gets you 35 points, a semifinalist gets you 20 points. If you win, like in basketball, if you win 20 games, you get a bonus point. A district championship gets you 10 points, a district runner-up. So it's a whole point system. But it's been dominated by Davis County the last few years because if you look at it, you know, back-to-back regional tournaments in soccer. They got a regional basketball title. They got softball regional title. I mean, it's been a golf regional title. It's been pretty good.
I've been saying it for, 2 years now.
Yeah, destination school there.
Place to go.
Yeah, and then we've also got
He's trying to mute me.
Got the wrong one muted.
Say the wrong thing again. Watch what happens.
Are you censoring me right now?
I muted the wrong one. My bad, man.
I will say this, Brad. Like the two things. The biggest diva we had used to be Stephen A. Turner. But he's been complaining about his headset the last couple of weeks. We had to get him a brand new headset.
I can't hear out of one ear, and it wobbles.
What, does that one?
No, it's great.
That one's great.
Well, of course.
Then the second thing, and we talked about this. So like you were out and about on Valentine's Day early.
I was.
And you were driving around on 54.
Which was a dumpster fire.
Right. But not only that, I heard through the grapevine that every time you tried to merge in, the ladies would just flick you off because of Matt Briggins.
I take the brunt of it's kind of like it's been this way for about a month now, I've been taking the brunt of a lot of punishment.
For what I said about women?
Just everything.
Just everything in life.
Like every woman, he tried to merge in, everyone would blow the horn, flick him off, and be like, beyond the bench.
I was being nice and let someone in, and it pissed the person behind off, and then they flicked me off.
Well, I mean,
what a day
the truth
of love.
hurts. That's all I got to say.
What a day of love.
Did you remember Valentine's
How'd it go?
Day?
We don't celebrate it at the Payne household, so
Valentine's
I'll
Day
that.
is the dumbest holiday known to mankind. All it is a moneymaker.
100%.
It is. But my wife she loves it, and she made the comment, "I love love." I'm like, that don't even make sense. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And so
you're right, it
doesn't make sense. So anyway, we had a freshman tournament yesterday, Saturday morning, and I hadn't got Valentine's Day stuff yet. But she didn't want to go out. All she wanted to do was just like watch TV shows and movies. So I got her some chocolates and some flowers, and we watched TV shows. And I cooked. I grilled out steak, and I cooked. So I'm not getting out of that mess. I mean, you got people scrambling around and, people trying to save marriages on Valentine's Day. If your marriage is screwed, it ain't going to work on, not going to save it on Valentine's Day.
I will say the funniest thing I did for Valentine's Day is we had made plans to go to Texas Roadhouse.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
We had some gift cards.
How did you get in there?
Well, no,
After 6 hours.
No. So we got up. They start taking the seat ahead, the waiting list at like 11 o'clock. So at 10:59, we were calling Texas Roadhouse to make an appointment for 6 o'clock, and we got in at 6:06. So I will say
kudos to them.
Right. But here's the funniest thing. There was two sweet, young ladies that were working the door. All these people are coming in. And as we decided to get there like at 5:20. So we did have to wait till 6:06, but it was like, we may get in early, we may not, who knows?
Bar.
Yeah, we didn't know. And so we were sitting there and to watch all these people walk in and be like, yeah. And the lady was like, are you on the wait list? And they're like, no. It's like, it's a 4 hour and 45-minute wait.
God.
And I was like, come on, you got to know better. Like, if you're going to Texas Roadhouse, you're just not going to walk in there.
You can't just.
But why
do
go
that.
out on, like, I know you got in at 6 o'clock on the dot, but why fight all that stuff on Valentine's Day is my thing.
No, I mean, why not just have dinner on Sunday and it's just as good?
Why not just do away with the holiday altogether?
I agree with that.
I mean, you got Christmas.
Are you trying to destroy the American economy, Briggins?
No, it's a real bad time for me.
What do we have?
I got Christmas and I have anniversary in January, which I'm not thinking about because I got basketball.
Well, it's also
then I got to turn
postseason.
around, and staring right at Valentine's Day. It's stupid.
Well, don't we have? So the only holiday we have in February, we have two. We have Black History and Presidents, right?
Correct.
So none of those help the economy a ton. So that's why Valentine's.
And then you got
survives.
Easter. Now they already got Easter stuff coming out.
Well,
But I'm saying
in
each
February.
each month has something. Like, if you look at like the underground world, the conspiracy theorists, they've planted these holidays that we have to buy something every month for somebody.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's a consumer
Although
economy.
Easter's not one that's
No, but I tell you what,
That one's
speaking of
pretty
conspiracy
important.
theories, man, I've been dabbling in some Richard Nixon stuff here lately.
Hey,
Can I
I watched
ask you-
something on Gerald Ford. I didn't realize how much of a narcissist he was.
It's not as
Really?
much as LBJ.
No, absolutely not. But I'm
Have you
really
watched the-
surprised about
No, I
Gerald
can't.
Ford.
I can't watch that because it's all fake.
Okay.
What?
all right.
The Lyndon Johnson
the
thing.
The LBJ on Netflix.
It's so fake. They make him out to be look like a good guy in the previews.
Oh,
and
he was
stuff.
terrible.
Dude. We gotta really dive down this summer when there's not a whole lot going on. We gotta dive down into that.
Can I ask you, have you been following, if we're going to talk just a little bit of conspiracy before we get to your guys' idea of this new idea, not new, but, the super regional starting to gain some traction. We're going to talk about that in a second. But for conspiracy theories, have you dove into the Savannah Guthrie's mom stuff?
Who did
I think
it?
it's an inside
Is it the
job.
sister and the brother-in-law?
I think it's
or
an inside job,
brother-in-law?
and I'm not. I have no specific things on there. If somebody's listening, I just do. I think it's an inside job. And normally, I'm not one of those because I don't think Scott Peterson killed Lacey. I know y'all gonna all cringe
talking
out there.
about women all of a sudden hating
All right.
it even more.
No, but here's the thing.
Scott Peters.
No, he didn't do it.
He absolutely.
No, he did not. I'm like, can we do a whole show on that then?
We will do a whole show on Scott
Is he
Peterson.
still alive?
Yes.
Yes, he
Let's have
didn't do
that
it.
dude on.
But most kidnappings or murders, they always target a family member.
That's true.
And they'll fixate on it.
Here's my question. Did he get railroaded because he was having an affair?
Yes, 100%.
I mean, that makes it.
The media just turned on him, and I got a whole theory for all this. It's for another day, another time. And most
Ron
women,
Peterson.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, dang, I didn't
No.
know this woman was.
most
no,
women
no.
do
Too
not
old.
agree with me on this at all.
No, most people that have a
Well,
pulse don't.
I would say I kind of
I think outside the box.
I know.
Brad.
I know.
And this
I know,
is
I know.
not me
You're
saying
good
they're
at 'em.
guilty, but I kind of felt like as soon as this whole Savannah Guthrie thing happened,
did too.
it was the sister and her husband.
Well, I didn't know if it's actually them, but I felt like just something in my bones told me it was.
Well, I don't think it was Savannah. I think it was
the
the sister.
inside job
I
at some
felt like
point.
I always look at in-laws
Yeah.
and try to read their body language and it's kind of like
Well,
poker.
then they arrested some people, and then nothing came from that. And it's like
Yeah.
they're grasping, and there's just some weird things.
This glove find I don't like. It's like finding the
like OJ all over again.
Yeah, it's like finding the passport of the 9/11 people that knocked down half of a city, but somehow the passport was perfectly fine
Was
and
saved.
laid perfectly fine in a parking lot, not under 2 feet of rubble.
Oh, I know.
That pissed me. I was like, we're dumb as Americans and we're naive, but we're not.
Did you see that thing I sent y'all though? about the aliens, the congressman that said that?
Well, Obama just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they live in the water. I said that on here, did I
Well,
not?
I think you did like last year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy don't know anything, but Obama said it. The guy did a
congressman?
horrible. The guy who did the interview with Obama, look it up. I forget his name, but he's a credible person. He let Obama say it, and Obama says, yes, the aliens are real, although I haven't seen them. And
We're not talking about Michelle.
There's not.
I was going to say, he may be married to one.
There we go. I didn't say it. I'm trying to be as bipartisan as I can get on this. And
I'm bipartisan.
yeah, you are. And just split the Republicans in half.
You're
Republican
MAGA
left and
and Rhino.
So he said, and he didn't follow up with, "Hey, well, tell us more about the aliens." He just
Just
went
let
on
it
to the
go.
next
Oh, yeah.
question.
I mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah, damn right. Why didn't he ask? Why didn't you follow up? Worst interview ever.
I will say this.
We got to get Obama on the,
Yeah.
on the bench.
I'd love to get
well,
Obama on.
And
I'm
Scott
sure.
Peterson the same day.
We'll work on that. I'll send an email to Rikers or wherever he is. See if we can get Scott
Is he
Peterson.
still in
Listen,
prison?
Yes.
Yes.
When I break this whole day, we're gonna have a whole show
Okay,
on
we
it. When
are.
I break it all down to you, you're gonna be like, "Wow."
After the regional
Wow.
tournament, we're going to have. I picked
Well,
up
I'll
this.
probably be in my safe house. For
I
a
will
couple
say
weeks.
this. I will say this. I picked up this new podcast, and it's very well worth watching, listening to. It's called A Couple Sassholes, and all they do is talk about true crime.
Oh yeah, we you all
Interviewed him on Live at 5.
Yep.
It's tremendous. It's
Yep.
tremendous. It's tremendous. It's absolutely tremendous. So we will have a couple sassholes here.
I've been called worse.
I was going to say we'll have
Today.
after
My
the
mom calls me
regional
that something bad
tournament.
every
She's
day.
listening today. She
Every
is.
woman calls you worse than that. I've got so many texts on this about what the names that you are called. It's
God,
tremendous.
It's unreal.
You may be the most hated male in Ohio County and Owensboro combined.
For what stuff that I said, that here's my question: was any of it inaccurate?
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching that. But I will say this: so we'll have a Peterson show.
Brad, is it
Scott
inaccurate what I'm
Peterson show.
saying?
Let's get to the
European
fifth.
women literature. What's wrong with that? Saying that?
Plead the fifth.
I will say this: if you're watching the live stream on Sunday, don't forget Monday is Southwire Baseball Softball Media Day,
Yep.
presented by Owensboro Health. It'll be starting at 8:30 in the morning on 102.7 The Game and across all those social media accounts. You can watch the live stream on that. If you're listening on the radio on Monday, then you can always go back and listen to the podcast. We'll
We
put
got
it up.
two new coaches in Ohio County that both are going to do. They're going to do a fabulous job. And Ted Hill,
Ted kills it in every
in
interview
baseball,
he does.
and then Jared Schroeder, great softball mind, great softball coach. So both programs, I think, are going to be very solid this year.
Yeah.
Young, but going to be very solid.
Well, like I said, we've had Ted on Friday Night Lights Out. We've had him on Media Days. He kills it every interview we had. He's a great interview, so I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you check that out. And then, but we've got to get you. You guys had a really tough game Friday night. We were over there for the 102.7 The Game. Game of the week, Don Moore Game of the Week, Catholic. I thought it reminded me a little bit of Draymel and Moss reminded me a little bit of Dominique Wilkins and Larry Bird in that third and fourth
Firing
quarter.
bullets at each
It
other,
was like
weren't they?
anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
Moss kind of ended it with an N1 running 12-footer with his left hand.
Man, I know, again, I've said it a gazillion times on here. I'm biased to him overly. He's the best player I ever coached, and if he doesn't get Mr. Basketball, it's a crime.
It is.
It truly is a crime. What he has done for Davis County basketball, and what he's done just in these last 2 years, you don't even have to go back to his whole career. These last 2 years, he has dominated this region.
He has. And I've said the thing to me that makes Davis County the perennial favorite in the regional tournament, and I'm not saying you can't lose to Grayson or Ohio or even Catholic.
Right.
But the one thing that you guys have that nobody else has
It's him.
is John Moss.
him.
And I said the other night, and listen, I watched him play. I saw where he, I was at the game where he scored 70, I think maybe 90 points against Briggins.
On Briggs alone.
I do think,
Who
to
scored
me,
90?
Patrick Sparks. I do think for me,
70.
the best player I have seen in this region since Rex Chapman is John Moss, and I'll stand by that statement.
So, and I actually thought about this because I figured it would come up because of his performance the other night. If Patrick played in today's game with the social media presence as there is, I think we would respect him even more. Not that we disrespect Patrick Sparks in his game.
To me, he was always the best player since Chapman.
I just think that maybe we would even have him in an iconic level like we have Rex.
Can you imagine Rex in a social media world?
He would. I mean, he would be the Jordan.
Yeah,
I've imagined it, seen it.
Yeah, you guarded it.
But no, Rex.
Rex, social media.
I had to block him.
Well, I'm talking about, though, in a high school basketball social media world, not political social media world.
But all that aside, you're splitting hairs. But Rex, Patrick, and Jonathan, I think.
Since 1980, those are the three best players in the region.
And I don't think, if you argue with it, you better come with a huge, huge argument because.
I mean, I guess you can make a case, and I know their senior year was in 1980, Drake and Higgs, because they won a state title and they went on to do great things. But I mean,
but man,
the game's so different now.
Yeah, and their individual stats just doesn't come up to.
No, they're more of a duo. I mean, I don't think you could ever separate them.
It depends on how you want to. Do you want to go on team success? You want to go on individual success, or culmination of both, which Jonathan has been able to do, and that's what makes it so unique. Is because Matt has given me hell for however long we've been doing this. It wasn't like Davis was dominating 6 years prior before Jonathan got here,
right?
And what he's done for the program is just he's changed the whole landscape of everything.
And he is so efficient. I was at that game. He had 34 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Should have had 8 because he had 2 dimes where the guy missed the layup, got his own rebound, and laid it back in.
Yeah. 11
but he
16.
did it. I was going to say, he did it. He scored 34 points on 16 shots.
And that's what we keep on talking about is that he's only shot 20 or 20-plus shots in like 2 games in 2 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And you guys, got a nice win against Owensboro. You picked up a couple wins last week, playing well.
Played beat South Warren 73-49.
I think you guys got maybe one of the most underrated players in the region, Ryan Durham. I think to me the most underrated players in the region are Ryan Durham and Dre Carruthers. I don't think they get talked about enough. About
Ryan
how good
Durham
they are.
averages 20 a game, and I mean just
take Jonathan out of the region. Sorry, take Jonathan out of the region. And we're talking about him.
Yeah, I mean he's a scoring machine. I mean he can score in multiple different ways. He's crafty with the ball. I mean he had 8 clutch free throws down the stretch to seal the Hoptown game for us. So I mean you look at one of the most elite scorers in the region, it's Ryan Durham, and he's quietly led us to a 20-4 record and
second highest RPI in the region.
And, I mean if you leave Briggins to 20 wins, you've done something because you got to make up for a lot of deficiencies.
That's cutting off your nose spot.
Well, we may have had the biggest. I think we probably had the biggest turnaround in the state from last year to this year.
Without
honestly.
a doubt, without a doubt.
And but Ryan's just a great kid, and like I said, we had 3 tough wins. Had South Warren, South Spencer.
That's a good win, South Warren.
Yeah, it was 20+. I mean, it was 25-point win.
They're good.
And then we beat Owensboro about 21. And the 3 seniors, I give them all the credit in the world. I mean, they're just great kids. Just. The best group of seniors I've ever been around, and I love them to death. And like you said, Ryan's a lead scorer, and he gets Jonathan Moss, like we said, he is a great player, and Ryan flies under the radar because we've got you got Moss, you got Loxton, you got Watkins, all that, and he flies under the radar. But the kid, if you need a bucket, he can get you a bucket.
Get you one.
Well, I've got to ask you because you had the ADs meeting last week. Their big news that came out was. A couple different proposals for super regionals. Yep. Let me get your guys' thoughts on it. And I don't think you have to back a proposal.
I'll back it.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, are there proposals out there? I'll put it this way. Do you like the idea of super regionals? Are there proposals that were put forward in the AD thing that you like? Mm-hmm. And if there may be like some small tweaks of a proposal, would you make some small tweaks?
So there's a couple of things here. I'm not in favor of a super regional where everybody goes.
Okay.
I think there's got to be some limitation there. What Kyle Pierce presented
unbelievable
was a great plan where basically you still have your district tournaments. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you win your district, you get a 1 seed. So you got 4 1 seeds. And then if you lose that first district game, you play for third place game.
Yep.
Okay. So the top 3 teams in each district get in. Yep.
Oh.
And so,
of course, he would like it because there's only 3 teams in the 10th. They're in.
Nice.
I'm going to talk about that though. That could change. So the we lost my train of thought there.
Second and third.
Yep, second and third game. Well, yeah,
I mean, the 11th, 11th is really a three-team reason. I got Cloverport in there, but so you got this second seed plays the third seed.
Yep.
Okay.
A second district seed will play a third seed from another district.
Yes, and the second seed will host.
Yep.
Okay. The one seeds then will host the next round, the Elite Eight round, and then the Final Four will be at the Sports Center, and championship game will be at the Sports Center.
Now, I will say this: I love the idea. I have a couple complaints about it.
Play 2 games the same night, but
right?
That's inevitable.
So
for radio, I get it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not just for radio. It's for fans.
I know.
Here's what I would do. I would make a couple changes on this. One, I would still play the round of 8 at the Sports Center.
No, that's not going to. You'll never get past.
I know that. But I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, if you made me. But here's what I would do. Okay, because the one thing I hate about this scenario that's put out is and I know it's this way too. And I think some of the things that we've lost and schools have lost is we're turning high school basketball like the NBA, where I don't have to turn it on until May, all right, for the tournament. When everything about the seeding is done by district tournament, we've made the 30 games that you guys play completely irrelevant.
But we're talking about RPI. We're talking about who has the best record. I mean, it still matters.
Well, I'll tell you this. Hold on. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what I would do. All right. Instead of playing the 4 1 seeds hosting games, where on a Monday night you have a game at Davis County and Grayson, and on Tuesday night you have a game at Ohio and at Breck. Just for instance, okay? So now you're making a fan choose on the biggest games of the year. We've made the entire regular season totally irrelevant because all Hancock County has to do is beat Cloverport, and they're going to the regional tournament.
But it's always been like that, Vic.
Okay, hold on. But here's what I would do. But now you got the round.
It's even been back in the day. It was even more irrelevant because back in the 9th district, we used to do a coin flip. We didn't even see it.
Hold on. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But what I would do is, okay, when your 4 1 seeds win, okay, the top 2 RPI teams of those 4 host the first round. So now on Monday, there's 2 games at Davis County. As a fan, I can go see both of them.
I don't disagree with that.
And on Tuesday, there's 2 games at Ohio County because right now you guys are the second overall RPI.
Yeah.
Now I can go see both games. Why should I have to choose between a good second round matchup of the regional tournament?
I don't disagree with that. The only problem is I know how a lot of these ADs in the districts think, and to get the super regional to pass, you're going to have to get it as much out of the Sports Center you can and back into the schools.
I would much rather leave it the way it is right now than the super regional. If you
the super regional,
I like the idea.
It'd be so much fun.
I just think the round of 8. I just think the round of 8 should be played at the Sports Center.
But that's where your hang up is. But and that's where your hang up is.
But if I can at least. I could get on board if they're going to play only 2 nights at the same place where I can go see all games. Why should a fan have to choose to go see Davis County versus somebody on a Monday night or Grayson versus somebody? Let a fan see all the games.
I get it. I get it a little bit, but I think we lose sight of who this is really for. And it ain't for you. And it ain't for the media.
Hold on, I'm a fan. I'm saying that's a fan.
It's not really enough for the fans, though.
But it ain't for the fans.
Well, then that's a problem to me.
Then you get live stream so you could watch the game and go back and watch it.
We've got enough networks here.
Oh, we would do.
We would live stream every damn one.
You got another analyst now.
Hold on, it doesn't.
I'm free.
I'll say this:
hopefully
those games don't affect.
But you never know.
As far as media, those games that have no effect on us. I got 8 radio stations with 4 different.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I can send them everywhere, but I'm saying as a fan of the sport.
But here's the thing: Edmondson and Grayson and Breck, they haven't set. I don't want to say they've sat idly by and just kind of put up with it. But this whole thing about getting it out of the Sports Center, it's meant something to them, and it's fallen on deaf ears for long enough. Mm-hmm. And this is a great opportunity in transition, this super regional, to kind of pull back a little bit and give them what they want.
Still have the Final Four and the championship.
Oh, I can get on board with that. I just don't want to see it played on a Monday night at 2 different spots.
And
those are the biggest games of the year. Don't take them away from the fans.
If that's the hold up, I think that it's not going to be. I don't think that's as big a deal as you think, because most fans aren't going to drive to Grayson County or Breck anyway.
They would just watch it. They would just buy it online.
Yeah,
that's my.
But so you're talking about the 3-team district. So the thing is, we wouldn't get an extra game in the district, so we would lose money. Does that make sense?
Yep.
We would lose money, but we wouldn't get as much money. But what could happen, the possibility that could happen, we've talked about this, we talked about in text messages, that if Meade has made a proposal to go out, get out of the third, and then possibly Caverna and Hart come in, which they would go into the 12th.
Then you would have
Butler County
going to the
10th.
Here's my question.
That's always fun.
Here's my question, and listen,
would be some
I'm a proponent of a super regional. I really am. My question is, I know they've added this game to the district, and they expect a big revenue windfall from that. But if you look at this year, and I think you can do this most years.
Probably, and I know where you're going with it.
Your elimination games are going to be Hancock versus Cloverport. Is that really going to change the gate?
Nope.
Or it's going to be on the other side, on the 12th, it's going to be like this year would be Trinity versus a 1-27 Butler. Is that really going to change the revenue?
And here's where I propose back to you. Think how big it would be with Apollo Owensboro on a given year. That I mean, if Catholic,
but is that going to the districts, or is that going into the pool of the all super regions
to the district?
So it doesn't help the other districts.
No,
but looking at it, I think we'll make more money this way.
Okay, here's my question.
But I don't think you can make less money.
No, here's the thing.
Off of it.
And I'm going to say it.
Can schools make more money if we change?
The sports center.
Hold on. I'm not talking about sports center. Take this out. Could schools on a whole make more money if we made the regular season more important? So a random.
Oh, it's already.
Hold on. A random, but like if you, and I know this will never pass, but if you did where you forced
it wouldn't change.
You don't think if you made everybody played everybody?
That will never happen.
But I know, but I'm saying it. But if you did, a Meade versus Ohio County on Thursday night when they're sitting there at 4 and 5, and it's now for a bye.
Come to Ohio County on Thursday night anyway. We're going to be packed no matter if it's RPI or not.
But
I say this real quick?
Here's what you're asking for, Vic, is that, and I'm fine with RPI, where you're headed with that. I'm fine with RPI.
Nothing about RPI.
But it's not fixed.
I'm not talking about the RPI. I'm saying
you have 15, get everybody
you have 15 teams in a region. You play 14 regional games.
Do it. And if you
play
snow,
7 and 7. You do it now.
You do a few district games, not all of them.
That's why we've got a Madisonville game canceled.
Here's the thing, too, and you're talking about the money thing. So when the regional tournament first got into the Sports Center, okay, there was a lot more money proposed.
Guaranteed
money than there is now.
But have they got
here's the thing, though, we can't even have practice at the Sports Center because something is scheduled the weekend before.
I agree with that.
So there has been some issues with it being at the Sports Center, and I'm one of the few guys outside of the 9th that has been forward to being at the Sports Center.
I'll say this. I agree with you. Listen, I'm a big Sports Center guy. Yeah. But I will say that they have made it harder for you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Like on the other end. My question is, listen, I'm okay. Listen, if it gets changed and it's only the semifinals and finals, we'll still cover it like we always do.
That'll still be a fun environment.
I just don't want games on the same night. I can go back to when the district winner hosted a game. They played all of 4 on the same night. To me, it didn't feel like a tournament.
Well, now you're only getting 2, though. So it's still better.
How about if it's the 2 best games playing on the same night and I got to choose which one to go to?
It was like college basketball. They're playing the same time.
But if you would just change it and let RPI, the 2 top teams of the RPI district winners, host those games, and now you're splitting that revenue out, well, how's that any different?
Well, maybe we could spread it out to a week and a half tournament, kind of like the 4th.
Well, with the women though, you're looking, that, and that's my other thing.
Here we go.
Does the girls tournament take a backseat even more to the boys tournament when you start playing games at different positions?
No, I think you'll actually get bigger crowds.
I think that may be the only way you get bigger crowd. Grayson, Ohio, last year at the Sports Center that went like in the triple overtime. It was the most miserable game I've ever watched in my entire life. But it was a good game, but it was miserable because it was just set basketball back 10 years. But they had nobody there. Well, and it was a regional game.
But if it had been at Ohio County,
somebody's coming.
We're coming.
My question is this: when you're making fans choose on Monday and Tuesday what boys game to go out watch, and then you're going to have to go into the Sports Center to watch the semifinals and finals. Does it hurt the coverage overall for the girls basketball here?
Maybe. But listen.
Hey, I'm all for the Super Regional, and I'm fine with it being played at only the semifinals and finals at the Sports Center. Just don't play the games on 2 different sites on the same night. That's all I'm asking.
That could be talked about. Now, it goes back to being the Sports Center being available. I mean, hell, we had to fit, we knew going in the state tournament last year that the regional winner was going to have to wait 2.5 weeks to go get their ass kicked by Great Crossing. Mm-hmm. So whoever won was going to have to practice 2.5 weeks just to go up there and get
That was
crushed.
because of the NCAA tournament.
Right. But everybody talked about, hey, we got plenty of time.
Can we push
to get
the
this
back?
thing done? And sports wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, they've not made it easy to work with. I will say that.
But Fourth Region did. Diddle made themselves.
The package that started out with it there is not the same package that we're seeing right now. It's not.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we will get our Canty Dairy Queen list. You're listening to Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game. It's Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with the two stars of the show, Brad Payne, Matt Briggins. And before we get to our Canty Dairy Queen list, Brad, you're going to tell us about your great partners at Hawkins Avenue.
Hawkins Avenue PLLC is a full-service architectural firm founded in 2022, providing design services for academic, business, healthcare, hospitality, industrial, and mercantile projects across the state. Located in Beaver Dams, give Jeremiah or Kyle a call at 270-363-2235.
If you're listening to radio, when these guys go off the air, flip over to K News. Brad will be with Steve and I on a three-man crew, Catholic at Ohio County. For
live interviews after each quarter with Coach Driggs.
We're thinking about putting him down with a wireless mic to interview you at each quarter.
Yeah.
It'll be the Catholic Aces Game of the Week, brought to you by Madisonville Garage Doors. Then on Tuesday, 102.7 The Game, Steve and I will be live over at Davis County at 5 o'clock for Live at 5. And then we'll hang around for Grayson versus Davis County. Me personally, I kind of hope it gets canceled for some reason because I can wait to see this one later on. I don't have to see it now.
Let's hope it.
But I will say,
going to put them in the finals. Vic.
I'm not saying that.
I love it.
I didn't say that. I did not
Bulletin
say
board.
that.
Got it plastered. I got your face plastered in the locker room saying it.
I will say,
quotation marks around it.
Vic Evans said.
well, I mean, I'll say this. I do think there are teams out there that can beat them, but I mean, you had 2 shots this year, and I think you lost by over 20 points in both games.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, we did. So, yeah, we did.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but you told
But those were all exhibition
from the words
games.
of Vic Evans before we went to break, regular season means nothing.
It doesn't. It absolutely does not. I mean,
there you go.
Let's be honest. You can go 0-28 and win a state title. It means absolutely zero.
Well,
it means absolutely
It means
zero.
more than you think.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it means the point that you don't see many teams go 0-28 and win a state title.
No,
but
it
in
means
true honesty,
all us
the regular
coaches,
season
fans,
means
players,
absolutely
we know
nothing.
who's winning games and who's got the
So
best.
hold on. So when Meade won a regional title when they were 9-22 in the regular season, that like you have to look down on that regional title.
No, it was a big upset. It was a shock because of their record. Yeah, I mean, it means more than you think. It does.
It means nothing. It's like the NBA regular season. Don't turn it on.
But it's an impossibility to do the 16 games.
14.
14.
Yeah.
And it'll eventually be 15 probably. But that's an impossibility. So then you would have to move or try to move to an RPI system that is absolutely, utterly broken. We should be ranked number 1. The 4 losses that we have in RPI, and they are 4 losses, either to the prep school or Princeton, Indiana, we got 0.05 for it instead of what they really should be on an RPI, or just take them out. But what is so damn hard about just taking them out of the equation?
Yeah, and then divide it by 27 instead of 30.
Correct.
I will say
that
this.
Can't be that difficult.
As broken as the RPI, most people say it is. If you look at the RPI in the region, it's got it pretty much right.
And I agree.
Because basketball's
it's
a little
like BCS.
different.
It's like the BCS, the old, to where
they got it mostly right.
Every year that they've, and I used to just clown on it, because it used to be a vote or it used to be,
Yeah.
But man, that BCS, as old as it is, they've gotten it right.
They got it right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to our Canty Dairy Queen list. Don't forget, it's not any Dairy Queen. It's Canty Dairy Queen, New Hartford Road, Ohio County High School, right next door to Ohio County High School. As you can see, Briggins, as he keeps getting a little bigger each week, he's eating there at Canty Dairy Queen.
Another quote I'm putting up.
Golly, he's just singing
I'm
your
going to put that in
ass.
front of my mirror.
There you go.
That's why I just start
If
today
he called
in the
me
morning.
fat, I'm going to start working
I did
out.
not say you're fat.
With the dumbbell.
Did those words come out of my mouth?
Well, you implied that.
That's your problem, not mine. But what we're going to do is we're going to do our Mount Rushmore. It's a different Mount Rushmore. These are the greatest individual one-day sporting events.
Moments.
Any sport, any college, professional, doesn't matter. Sporting moments, the Mount Rushmore of events. I'm looking forward to this. I think there's a lot. I think there's a couple of them that have to be on there.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a lot of interpretation, and we'll start with you. So we'll do it differently. Normally, we always go 4-1.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the George Washington of the Mount Rushmore.
We're going to go 1.
Right
huh?
off the bat. What one has to be on your Mount Rushmore?
It's got to be Tiger in 97, round 3 of the Masters.
Whoa!
So what that did for not only him, but golf in general is why I name it maybe the biggest moment in sports for golf, because everybody wanted to. It was a craze, not only for golf, but for the black community also.
Right.
It set golf at a different level, and Tiger was unbelievable in round 3. Shot a 7 under 65, which stretched his lead to 10 strokes in the Masters. He could have brought a 7-iron and a putter to the final round and still won.
It was dominating, absolutely dominating. I love that. I love that. That was your George Washington. What George Washington would you have?
Well, mine would have a picture of Christian Leitner on there.
Wow, baby Ian just like
with
old Pelfrey and Fellhouse taking a look.
Yeah, they're
just watching.
Side.
Yeah.
So the shot that Leitner was.
It is the greatest college play of all time. Well, the most known college play.
Well,
of all
just the
time.
shot. He was 10 for 10 from the field and 10 for 10 from the free throw line.
He didn't miss a shot.
Yep.
And then hits that shot, and then you can say, should we put an inbounder? Somebody guarding the inbounder or not? But Kentucky had 2 players there, and they just let them catch it and just kind of watch.
Hold on, it really came down to if Amino Timberlake gets up and punches Christian Leitner in the chest or punches him in the mouth, they both get thrown out.
For stepping on him.
It was all Timberlake's fault.
Just a misstep.
I will say this:
it was a great game.
That shot, it is the greatest game ever played in college basketball.
First of all, let's go back. Sean Woods' luck.
It was
shot.
luck.
I mean, my God,
that
one runner, out of control runner.
That was crazy.
Get out
I
of
will
here.
say that this is why I've said all along. Now, to take out Alcindor, because I didn't see them play.
Right.
The greatest college basketball player I've ever seen play, Christian Leitner. He shot his team to the Final Four 3 times, won 2 national titles. He is the best college basketball player to play since 1975.
I do agree with that.
I would have to. I think Anthony Davis is the best player. We got a very, very short snippet of,
he
who
was great for 20 games after he got out of his
Christian
freshman year.
Leitner, what he did for Duke, and he wasn't as good as pro. We all know that. But what he did for
he averaged 19 points and 10 rebounds for his career
he wasn't bad.
in the NBA.
But
he happened to be in the same year as Shaquille O'Neal.
Just a great college. Just a great college player.
Greatest college basketball player.
He probably was.
But you guys were close. But the George Washington, it's not really close. It's 1980, United States over the Soviet Union in the Olympics. That's still
unbelievable.
It's still the greatest.
It's even on our what do you call it when we come in?
Yeah. You got the coach talking to his team. That is the greatest sporting event of all time. Number 1. So let's go to your.
That is. That's the movie too. It's just.
I never saw the movie.
Oh, you never saw the Miracle?
I already know what happens.
Vic, does that shock you? He's never saw the movie.
Why the hell would I watch it? I know what happens.
He does an unbelievable job of playing
watching
that
the
coach.
Titanic. You think I'm gonna watch that movie?
Well, the Titanic's 3 hours and 55 minutes long.
And
it's a love story
every time.
It does.
It does.
And the USA, Mike Ruggero scores every time.
I don't give a damn.
Hey, I will give it. I got to give a credit. Listen, I know he watches.
I know why it's sung. He got hit by a missile, not a damn iceberg.
Our buddy Jason Schuler at Bernie's. Hold on, our buddy. He has a Michael Ruggero jersey up at Bernie's.
I don't know who that is, but
he scored the winning goal against the Russians.
Nice job.
If you'd have watched the movie, you'd have known that.
He literally sends him an email and says, "Hey," and sends him a picture. I have this jersey. I would love to have it signed. I'll give to your favorite charity. And Ruggero answers him literally in 20 seconds and says, "Send it here. Here's my charity you want." Boom.
Wow.
And so now he sent it to him. He's already donated to the charity, and he's going to have a signed Michael Ruggero jersey up there in Bernie's.
That's
Unbelievable.
awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Let's go to your Thomas Jefferson.
It was Secretariat.
Yeah, that's mine too. That's mine too.
I tried to, I'm big on the sports moments that I've seen. And rating those and rating players and things like that. But you can't keep that Secretariat out of what he did.
He's moving like a machine.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Just go back and watch.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Go back and watch that race.
You will not believe it. It just looks like he's racing against claimers.
Yes,
and he's not. The thing about it is there's a horse right there that's pretty damn good.
He finished second and out to him all 3.
Yes.
And I think what people forget is he set the Derby record, the Belmont record, and the Preakness record all in the same year, and I think they all still stand.
Yes. Well, second, what was his name that he kept on beating? I can't remember anything anymore, but he was setting track records,
right?
Finishing second. He just couldn't beat. He just couldn't beat Secretariat. Secretariat dominated at Belmont. Unbelievable.
Have you watched that movie? No.
I think I might have on a plane for like an hour, and then that was all I could see.
It was well done too. But I got Secretariat's mine too. I think to me, the Olympics in 80, hockey, and Secretariat are the two greatest single sporting events to ever happen.
Yeah.
Give me your Thomas Jefferson.
I'm a big fan of him. Jordan in the flu game.
There you go.
Just came up big. I think he had 31 points. Now, there's a lot of question, was it the flu or not? But we're going to say it was the flu. And but you can keep looking at so many games that Jordan just came up.
Well, you knew he didn't feel good, regardless of what it was, whether it was a hangover or food poisoning or whatever it was.
And most pro players today probably would never have played that game.
Oh, no. LeBron would have set out. And I'm a LeBron fan. So
Sham was the name of the horse that finished second. That's a good one, too. So if you go on there, so we got the first two. Who would be your Teddy Roosevelt? I'm not right. And I think this is where it gets difficult. Because there's a lot of things that can go.
I'm guilty of it's things that I've seen, witnessed, and I also believe that just like everything else, as we all evolve. I think athletes get better, and people will, we can argue about that in a 9-segment season later on. But the greatest baseball player that's ever lived, if he continues to sustain it, Ohtani in the NLCS, where he hits 3 home runs, and that's great. Like you'd be like, Reggie Jackson and those things. But then he had 10 Ks on the mound. Like, you don't. That's little league stuff. That's the stuff
that's Babe Ruth-esque.
This is Roy Hobbs from The Natural before he got shot.
Saw that movie.
Before he got shot.
Saw that movie.
That's a pretty good one.
Ohtani. Is it based on a true story?
Roy Hobbs?
Yeah.
No, it's a book.
You are just a movie.
What do you call me?
The Whammer. You remember he struck out the Whammer on 3 pitches.
Should be a movie critiquer.
What was his bat called?
The bat?
He called it something, didn't he?
Yeah, it was Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy struck down from the tree that was struck by lightning after his dad died. Wonder Boy.
And then he hit those lights.
Yes.
He hit that one hard.
He did.
He did hit it hard.
For me, number 3, I'm going to go with baseball too. It's something I saw because I think it's such an iconic moment of Kirk Gibson coming off after being hurt. He comes off the bench in the 9th inning
Eckersley, of all people.
Dennis Eckersley, who was the most dominant closer of the era.
Yes.
I think that year he had a .63 ERA.
I think he was MVP and Cy Young. I think didn't he win MVP and Cy Young the same year?
And he, the whether or not you really believe that he checked the thing, because the big thing was that somebody told Kirk Gibson, hey, when it goes 3-2, he throws a backdoor slider.
Yeah.
The problem with that is Dennis Eckersley, I think that year went 3 balls to like 3 hitters the entire year, like that. But to walk off and hit the 3-run homer to beat the unbeatable A's, and you get the iconic going around second base.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Kirk Gibson goes 1 for 1 with a 3-run homer. Probably should have been the MVP.
Think about Lasorda.
Jumping around.
Man, that was a great.
So I'm going to go Kirk Gibson.
That was good.
As my number, as my Theodore Roosevelt. What's yours?
I'm going to go Kobe, scoring 81.
Whoa, that's a.
And here's the thing. Some people say, why not say Wilt scoring 100?
Nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it, first of all. But it's.
Oh, you don't think he did? That's your conspiracy theory.
Those stats that he had, they would show he had 56 points, 39 rebounds, 28. Bull, you know what? Bull. And I don't care if he was 7 foot tall and everybody else was
It
6.
was a different era back then.
It said he had like 28 assists too. Bull.
1 year he averaged like 50 over 50 points.
Hold
on, 1 year he averaged over.
No.
1 year he averaged over 50 points and 26 rebounds in a year.
They may have put it on paper, but he didn't.
But Kobe scoring 81, and they were behind. They came back to win, and Kobe is very underrated, I think, as a player.
He was a volume shooter.
Not in that game he won. He shot 60%.
He did shoot well, and they came back. They were down.
But 81 in
today's world
is so much harder than it is back in the day.
Well, you do have illegal defenses, but it's only because you stay in the lane. But back when Jordan was playing and stuff, when you double teamed, I watched something just the other day. The illegal defenses, they called illegal defense all the time. There, you didn't have the legal defenses with Kobe.
Can you
and
imagine how much Jordan and Kobe would score in today's world where you don't have to dribble?
Yeah, well,
I mean, they had to dribble.
Giannis only had to dribble once across half court.
Yeah, I mean,
got a dunk.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kobe and Jordan had to put dribbles down. Like, go back and look at some of the traveling
Speaking of the
calls
NBA
that are
now,
done in the 80s.
See the shot LeBron made the other night, and he took like 5 steps before.
It's
Yes.
unreal. I just, and I'm a
SGA,
big proponent
Shea
of
Gilgeous-Alexander the other day
Don't get me
went and
started
picked
on
up the
him.
ball and spun both feet, and like he took 14 steps.
his flopping and that head throwing back
I hate
stuff.
the NBA right now.
There's
It's
no-
a bad product, and I'm sitting here as a proponent for today's athletes or this man. The NBA is just
The flopping and the gather step have killed the
it's
NBA.
tough. You don't have to have as much footwork.
Footwork. You got all the
anymore.
footwork you want.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So you don't. Someone like Elijah one that was so precise in his footwork, it just doesn't matter anymore
No.
because you can take as many steps as you want.
Well, let's go to the last one. Your Abraham Lincoln
I don't
of
have
Mount
any more.
Rushmores. You're just going with 3.
I
You,
just
you
went with
cut it
most
at 3.
I did.
I only had 3.
Yeah, only cut
Oh
it
man,
three.
listen, you can go.
And I
a
know
lot of-
Rushmore has 4, but those 3 to me stand out more so than. And I know there was some that was on the block, but I don't think that to me they come up even close to these.
I think you can look at.
Villanova's last second shot
I have a
was
4.
a great move.
Villanova. You have. I will say. The whole Phi Slamma Jamma, NC State.
that was a good one.
Where Jimmy Valvano's looking around somebody to hug.
I agree with that one.
Don Larson's perfect game in the World Series, which was on TV when you didn't get TV back
Got
then.
that ticket. Remember that?
Oh yeah, you do. You also have. I mean, there's some other ones out there that Doug Flutie's Hail Mary to beat Miami. That was on Friday after Thanksgiving. That was good.
Great moment.
For me, my 4th one would be, and I'm going to go in the golf world. I'm going to go not Tiger. I'm going to go 86 final round of the Masters because it was so different back then in TV coverage. When I grew up watching the Masters, you never got to see the front side.
Right.
TV didn't start until after they made the turn.
Yep.
And they make the turn, and you hear about Nicklaus, he's this many shots back, but the Golden Bear kind of making a move at age 46, and then he goes out and shoots 30 on the back 9. To me, the greatest individual sporting event in my lifetime was 86 and the Masters and Jack Nicklaus,
What
the
a
Golden
year.
Bear coming out of hibernation.
But what a year 86 really was.
It was.
Louisville wins the national championship.
Celtics?
Boston should have.
No, they did.
I'm talking about the Red Sox.
Okay.
Boston Red Sox should have.
The Celtics did.
did.
With Walton and Bird and that team that went like
It was them and the Lakers always in those mid 80s.
Yep.
And then you've got golf was great.
Shoemaker wins the Derby with winning colors.
Forgot about that.
I mean, that's one.
forgot about that.
It was
Yes.
all the old guard. The Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley
Such
Cup.
a great year.
It was a great year. But I think Nicklaus in '86 with that run at the Masters and
It's a big one.
And then the whole thing at yes sir and all that
Yep.
and just the whole coming out of nowhere. That's my 4th.
Vern Lindquist on the Masters his voice is great.
It is. And what's crazy is he stole that line from his partner
Really?
3 holes early. Like there's a whole documentary about that.
Wow.
Because the guy there was a guy on one of the putts earlier who says yes sir. And now Lindquist will tell you, like, I probably heard it and didn't
Yeah.
realize it and just repeated it. But he's the one you think about saying yes sir. But the guy who first said it doesn't get credit for it.
Same way with my 1-3-1 matchup. I never get credit for it. Somebody else always does.
And same like you take all his arrows, right?
Right.
From all the women out there. You don't
And they're not Cupid arrows either.
Tell you what, we'll take a short break. We'll
I'm
come
just trying
back.
to deflect for you. I'm just trying to deflect.
You've done a great job. I don't need it anymore now. I think I'm out of the woods. I don't know.
We're going to come back
what
here
he
because
asked.
we got Catholic Ohio
saw a
County on
picture of it
K
the
News
other night. I don't
Monday.
know.
We're going to get Coach Briggins to give us a scouting report, and he's got to give us the spread in that game
What game?
when we come back.
Of what?
Ohio County Catholic.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to be
I'll
calling
bet on it.
Yeah,
I
there we
can't
go.
give the spread on that.
Yeah, you
Five bet.
can.
The hell you can't.
It's a bylaw.
Hey,
Bylaw 6.45.
I'll put you on mute.
It's Beyond the Bench, 1027, the game. It's Beyond the Bench. Green River Area Federal Credit Union, 1027 The Game. Vic Evans, Brad Payne, Matt Briggins. Guys, you got the Olympics going on right now.
Yep.
Are you guys up to date with the curling?
Oh,
Yeah, that one dude was cheating.
That's what they say. Well, I say he's pretty close. They say you can touch the rock
can't stand cheaters.
before it goes across the hog line. Now,
They
he
don't
was
stand
pretty
for it around
close. You can't touch the handle, but you can touch the rock. But how about
What bylaw
Sweden?
was that?
I think it was bylaw 17. How about like
suspend his
Sweden up there
ass.
with the cameras up there and like going on there? I mean, it's great. Did you watch the? How about? I will say this: the biggest star of the Olympics. How about Jake Paul's girlfriend, the speed skater?
I have.
She blew
Yeah.
her drawers out, too.
She's impressive.
I knew you all like
It
that
made me
one.
mad that it was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because once I saw her, I was like, well, wonder what she does. And then I saw that he was the boyfriend. I was like, I don't care.
Well,
what
hold
she
on
does.
now. If you can go in there and do a fake fight and get $100 million, that
do it too.
buys you quite a few people there. But have you been watching the Olympics?
No. Nope. Just that curling thing where the guy called him out.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of curling before I go to bed. Puts me to sleep.
Yeah, it's
Either
great.
that or Newsmax is what I watch.
I was watching before I came here today, and the Americans with the great double on the last frame with the
Yeah.
hammer to move on. It was huge.
The hammer.
The hammer. That's the last frame. The
last frame's called the hammer?
No. It was in the last frame. The hammer is whoever owns the last rock of each frame. It's called the hammer.
Didn't know that.
Because they kind
I
of
really
control.
don't understand it.
It's
What?
stupid.
Well, I mean, you got to get as many rocks close to the
Yeah.
middle, and so if you got
I
like
just don't
three
just don't
rocks
roll
close
out
to
those things in there. They try to
They
put
do
up
that
guards
earlier.
and then they do
I would like to
this
see
and-
somebody, if they were up by a bunch or down by a bunch, just, let loose on
But they
one
do
and
that
try to
sometimes.
just smoke. I
Do
don't
you
mean
think
just.
the do you
No,
think
no,
the
no, there are
sweeping really
times-
matters?
Yes, there are times when you get like
Sweeping, you think it
because-
matters?
Hell no, it doesn't.
Hold on, you have like 6 or 7 rocks, right? There are times they'll
Those
put
stones.
up stones. They'll put up guards, and then like they get to like the rock number 4, and it's like take everything out, and they just throw it down there as hard as they can and
Yeah, I
knock
wanna
out
see it.
everything
I
out.
would
But
try
you
to
don't
hit
think
somebody.
you don't think the sweeping matters at all?
No.
You think it's just for show?
Has to be. There's no way. It's ice. It's going to move. You don't have to
I
do
know,
that.
but it's cut. You know, you're smoothing the ice out to make it run smoother and run straighter and whatever.
Why is it called curling?
I don't know about that. That I don't know. Is there other
And then
than
it makes me mad that the guy who pushes it or the gal who pushes it tells the sweepers, just shut up and say which way. Like sweep left, sweep right. You
Well,
don't
they
have to-
are. They're talking in foreign language.
No, the hell, the Americans are doing the
They're
same
doing the
thing.
same thing?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yelling and screaming.
Yelling
like,
and screaming.
Just shut up, dude. It's not working anyway.
if you let me ask you this:
I think I'd be good at it, though.
would you guys be able to do
You'd be
this?
a sweeper.
I'm good at table
What would
board
it
or
cost
shuffleboard.
me to get you guys to do the skeleton
Is that where you lay down?
on the thing? Yeah,
I don't know
with
what
the-
skeleton is.
And
It's
then
it's literally
go
like
real
a sled,
fast?
yes, and like you face first on some of them, and then you
I
got
watched
the duels times.
I did watch a few of the
Oh, there's
females.
no way I would do that.
They go fast.
How about the ski
Some
jump
bouncing.
controversy where they've been shooting their
Backwards?
No, they've been shooting their groin up because it helps fill out the suit so they can fly farther. Like shooting steroids
Shooting
and
the
stuff.
growing up with what?
Well, with like filler, like you know how like women will go get
Like
their
Viagra?
Yes, no, close. You know how women will get their. You know how women will do the filler. You know they'll do
Botox.
The Botox. They are shooting their groin up with Botox because they can make
That's the
their
dumbest thing
Hold
I've
on.
ever heard.
I'm doing it.
I hate the
make
Olympics.
their
I'm doing
suit bigger, and then with the suit bigger,
Get us
they
outta
can
here.
fly farther. I mean, there
It'll
you
fly
go.
farther if I Botox swinging
This
around
show
on
has
Monday,
gone off the
boy.
hinge.
Natalie has already placed her Botox order for you next week. I can
That'll
tell
be
you
our
that right now.
Valentine's Day present.
No, so they're really doing that?
Yeah, there's
To
like a
make
big
them fly farther.
there's a big controversy about that going on, like the Botox into the groin.
I'm gonna try it. You see if I can
Let
fly
me know.
farther.
Try it and then come to the radio Monday tomorrow night.
I'll show you.
See if you fill out your pants a little better.
I'll wear some
Bradley's
fitted-
obviously shot up there.
Before we get out of here, Brad, you and I will be at Ohio County. After this goes off the air, we'll be calling with Stephen A. Turner, Ohio County Catholic.
Oh, I forgot. We're going right into that.
Yeah, you turn the channel to K News. Right after this goes off there, turn to K News, you'll get the pregame
Ooh,
show.
that's a Catholic radio station, isn't it?
It is.
I'll be completely biased to you all Catholic.
Nice. Not
so
a shock.
before we go, do you have a spread you want to give give us?
No, I just hope
You
we
don't
get
want
a
to say
one.
what you said on the air?
No, I just hope.
Off the air, Tabor shadowed when we
12
were
and a
No,
half.
I just hope we get a 1-point win.
I heard 15.
He said 12 to 15.
Catholic's solid, boys.
They sure are.
I've watched a bunch of film on them. Let's hope we get a 1-point win.
I heard he say that Durham may go off for 35.
He better be injecting his ass with some Botox tomorrow or today. Whatever.
Guys, I don't know how we're still
I
on
need
the
an
air,
Advil.
but hey, enjoy your last week of the regular season. It's really kind of
Yeah,
amazing.
4
That's like
games.
last week.
Yeah, we got 1. You got 4. Madisonville canceled, by the way, on us.
Well, I mean, yeah, because all their
Well.
players play for Davis County.
What?
They ran out of players.
They knew that coming into the game.
It's Beyond the Bench,
Jeez.
brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union,
Join us next
1027 The
Monday at 6
Game.
p.m. For more Beyond the Bench. Your home for Third Region Sports is 1027 The Game.
Barbecue sauce.